The bus between cities. Desert's going by outside the window glass. You're reading technical manuals, and I can't sleep again. I've got 50,000 voices still ringing in my head, but yours is the only one that makes any of them make sense. You talk about cathedrals and the way stone holds a sound. You talk about the physics of what makes a room profound. You've never once performed a single word you said to me, and I don't know what to do with someone that completely free. 4 in the morning on a highway going somewhere, silver hair and lamplight, and you don't even care that I'm watching, that I'm watching. You work the minute after dark, invisible to everyone. You walked beside me through the park, and for the first time in 5 years, no one pointed, no one ran. They looked right through the famous face and saw me as a man. You said the best acoustics that you ever heard were in a broken church in Seville when you were 17 years old. I said I played 1,000 rooms and never once felt heard. And you said, maybe you've been playing to the wrong kind of cold. 4 in the morning and the highway has no end. You're the first person I've talked to who I'd actually call a friend, and I'm watching. God, I'm watching. The bus between cities is the only place I'm real. You don't need me to be anything, you just let me feel. The bus between cities at 3 in the morning gray. I talked until the sunrise for the first time in so long. On the bus between cities with you. Las Vegas, 50,000 lights, and one man no one sees. $50,000 faces screaming out my name. Every camera finds me like I'm always in the frame. I've been performing, living since I was 21. I forgot the difference between the man and what I've become. But tonight in the darkness, past the stage, there's a man with silver hair bent over the page of frequencies and faders, and the physics of sound. The only one in the building not looking up at stop working when I walked his way. No performance of amazement, nothing staged to say. Just moved my silver chains off the faders with one hand and went back to his levels like I wasn't who I am. It's the first time in 5 years someone didn't give me what I wanted, and I stood there by the console, more awake than I felt in all the years I'd haunted. Nobody watches the engineer, nobody learns his name. He holds the sound together while the rest of us chase fame. Nobody watches, but I do. Nobody watches the engineer, but I crossed the whole arena just to stand right here. Nobody watches the man at the board, but he's the only real thing I found on this tour. Nobody watches, everybody should. Nobody watches the engineer, but I would. He's got silver hair and 30 years of sound. He built his life on being the one nobody found, and I've been trapped in visibility since forever. Maybe invisible and famous could find something together. Nobody watches. I gave everything I had to 50,000 strangers. Came off stage with nothing left inside the skin. You were in the corridor like you already knew. That's exactly where I'd fall apart again. I've broken rooms and bottles in the patience of the careful. I've performed the crash so many times it lost its truth. But you just stood there, silver-haired and completely unafraid of the mess that I'd become without the stage costume. You didn't run, you didn't need me to be fine. You just moved closer into all that noise of mine. Forehead to forehead in the hallway after war. Forehead to forehead, you just gave me yours. I didn't know that quiet could feel louder than the show. Forehead to forehead was the most honest I've ever known. Forehead to forehead with you. In Sydney, you traced the ink along my neck like reading maps of everywhere that hurt. Your hands that mix the frequencies of arenas were the gentlest thing to ever touch this shirt. I held your face in both my hands so carefully, like I was terrified of breaking something rare. 30 years of being the invisible precision, and you let me see you, really see you there. You didn't need the stage, you didn't need the light, just two men in a corridor, finally getting it right. Forehead to forehead in the hallway after war. Forehead to forehead, you just gave me yours. I didn't know that quiet with you. You spent 30 years making other voices carry, making other people's sound. Fill up every room and nobody asked you what your own voice sounded like, until a broken rock star sat beside you past the moon. And I spent 5 I stopped mid-song in Sydney with 50,000 watching. I don't know what came over me. I've never done it before. I just needed to see you at the console in the darkness. Needed to know you came back. Needed to know you were there. You were there, long silver hair on the faders, honey eyes on the levels, like you never left at all. Like you came back because the sound needs you. And maybe so do I. I sang the last song of the last show better than I've ever sung before, because you were there, because you always make me more. When the door ends, what are we? When the arena's empty out, what's left of you and me? When the door ends, no more cities, no more noise, just the man behind the music and the man who gave it voice. When the door ends, I want to know. When the door ends, don't go. You took the headphones off outside the venue, held them in your hands like a question in the air. 30 years of making yourself invisible on purpose.